그랄리온2가 무료 배포 중입니다. 오토튠 꿀템이에요. 요즘 트렌디한 곡 만들 때 쓰면 좋습니다. 무료 중 퀄리티가 좋아서 많은 초보분들이 사용해 피치 시프트, 필터, 레벨 등을 조절하면 원하는 보컬라인을 만들 수 있습니다. 조작도 간단해서 사용하기 좋아요. 무료 버전은 기능 제한이 있습니다. 다운받는 법은 프리 에디션을 눌러받아 사용하면 됩니다. 좌측 플러그인들을 누르면 기능 제한이 있는 무료 버전은 전부 사용할 수 있습니다.
This allows for our performance to be preserved as best as the plugin can. In the correction section, we can enable it to fully and set how smooth we want the signal to be affected. From fast to slow. We can also use inertia to keep the notes close to each other. This controls the filter. We have up to 900 Hz.
UAD 프로듀서 에디션 업그레이드가 75% 할인 중입니다. 에센셜 버전이 있으신 분들이 하면 좋아요. 플러그인 22개 묶음입니다. UA 오인폐 없이 사용 가능해요. 믹마할 때 쓸 수 있는 꿀템이 2배로 늘어납니다. 더욱 다채로운 플러그인으로 작업할 때 많은 도움을 받을 수 있어요. 초보분들에 강추해요. 디테일한 사운드 믹싱이 가능합니다. UAD 번들 업그레이드 새해 할인이 최대 75% 할인 중입니다. 저렴할 때 득템하세요.
Acoustic guitar sound, but now let me add the 1176 and see if you can't hear how it fills out the sound and just makes it even warmer with just a little bit of compression. Here we go. It's out right now. Now it's in. Out. And in. It's slight and it's transparent, and that's what makes the 1176 so great. If you want just a little bit of compression to smooth out the peaks and valleys in your song and in your mix, it's really one of the best plugins that you could use. Now let's check out the next section of the tune. This time the acoustic guitar goes into stereo and plays a single line. I'll play it without the compression and then put it in. Here we go. So it's out right now. Next time around, the compression will be in. Here we go. Yeah. It fills out the sound. It turns up the volume just a little bit, but that little bit of compression gives it a nice warmth. Let's check out that same stereo.
인스타컴포저2가 70% 할인 중입니다. AI 멜로디 꿀템이에요. 무한 멜로디 생성 가능합니다. 평생 사용할 수 있어요. 간단한 조작으로 원하는 멜로디가 나올 때까지 돌려서 쓸 수 있습니다. 미디를 변형해 본인 곡에 사용하면 레알 꿀이에요. 초보분들에게 강추합니다. 와프로덕션 새해 할인이 최대 80% 할인 중입니다. 저렴할 때 득템하세요.
First off, it's worth pointing out that if you're already familiar with the functionality of the original InstaComposer, then you'll feel right at home here. InstaComposer 2 is an evolution of those concepts, so the basic controls are the same as before. Choose a key and scale, then automatically create a chord sequence here. Click the big Go button to create MIDI riffs, chords and beats for all 6 tracks. Or highlight individual tracks for generation. Tweak the note generation algorithms with the many controls here, including note probability, density, complexity, repetitions.
썸랩이 85% 할인 중입니다. 최저가예요. 약 1만원으로 득템 가능합니다. 트렌디한 808 베이스 찍을 때 좋아요. K-POP, EDM, 퓨처 베이스 등 다양한 장르에 사용할 수 있습니다. 종류도 많고 이펙트 성능도 뛰어나요. 필터, 디스토션, 모듈레이션 등 베이스 사운드 디자인할 때 꼭 필요한 효과가 많습니다. 썸랩 XL 크로스그레이드가 75% 할인 중입니다. 저렴할 때 득템하세요.
It also comes bundled with some popular 808s found in popular songs. That thumpy bank account 808. So that's just a quick preview of some of the presets that you get with SubLab. Let's go ahead and take a look at the different modules that comes with SubLab. It's very easily laid out and easy to understand. On the top, or let's say the left side of this plugin over here, you have your sound sources, one of them being a synth. And within that synth, you can choose between a sine, triangle, saw, or square. So if you want a nice clean 808, just go for a sine wave. If you want something more edgy, or like a Ronnie J, or really hard-hitting 808, go for a triangle, saw, or square. We have a sampler module, which allows you to import your own samples, or you can use some of the samples that come.
글로리가 72% 할인 중입니다. 레알 드럼 꿀템이에요. 건반 한 개만 누르면 자동 연주됩니다. 다양한 패턴과 스타일이 저장되어 있어 초보분들이 쓰기 편리해요. 곡전기에 알맞게 사용 가능합니다. 트랩, 팝, 일렉트로닉 장르에 쓰기 좋은 사운드가 많아요. 믹싱도 간단하게 할 수 있습니다. UJAM 새해 할인이 최대 85% 할인 중입니다. 저렴할 때 득템하세요.
Obviously, UJAM has walked the paths of chart-ish beats before, yet where candy was shiny but explicitly non-hip-hop and hustle was decidedly underground, these sounds belong to the same genre but are a lot more hi-fi and polished. In a way, it's as if the two aforementioned beatmakers had spent some quality time together 9 months ago, and this is the result. With the focus being so clearly on this style, Glory differs in a few ways from other beatmakers. For one, appropriate space is given to the hi-hat. Trap isn't exactly known for its countless tom fills, but you need hi-hats. Lots and lots and lots of hi-hats. Also, Glory follows the classic combination of short kicks that give you the desired attack, yet leave the low end largely for the tuned long bass notes. These have been tuned to scale to properly fit with the rest of your music. You can choose the notes here, or simply choose them via MIDI in real time. Don't want to have anything to do with that musical scale business? Detune them to taste.
보컬라인 프로젝트 5가 33% 할인 중입니다. 보컬 미싱 꿀템이에요. 보컬 싱크 맞출 때 레알 꿀입니다. 보컬 트랙에 걸고 세팅 값을 주면 알맞은 세팅을 도와줘요. 메인, 더블링, 애드립 등 많은 트랙을 작업할 때 사용하면 좋습니다. 보컬, 랩 녹음하시는 분들의 강추예요. 싱크로 아츠 새해 할인이 최대 70% 할인 중입니다. 저렴할 때 득템하세요.
See what that sounds like just out of the box with this preset.
Cool cat, taking all the cool back. She's a cool cat,
Oh, oops, problem there.
taking all the cool back.
Okay, so there's a problem on this third one. Not a problem. Even though this is the entry-level version of VocAlign, there's still enough control to handle this. Now, I'm not sure which of the tracks is the problem. It sounds like it might be more than one. And what I'm going to do is set the detection algorithm for high-pitched vocal and the maximum shift for 30 milliseconds. It's a guess, maybe 20 will do it, but let's go with 30.